The night was unusually dark. Thick clouds smothered the moon, and the stars had vanished into the black void above. Only the rustling wind whispered through the trees, occasionally interrupted by the gentle lapping of water against the rocks at the edge of the lake. Ayan sat near the water's edge, his legs crossed and a flashlight resting beside him. It flickered now and then, as if resisting the silence. He had heard the stories growing up, but he never believed them, until tonight. 5 years ago, a girl named Zara had drowned in this lake. She was only 16, full of laughter and life. One day, she wandered off toward the lake and never returned. Her body was never recovered. Some said she ran away. Others believed she was murdered. But the villagers told a different story. They whispered of a ghost, Zara's ghost, that pulled people under, angry and alone. Ayan remembered Zara vaguely. They were children then, playing in the fields, catching frogs near the water. After her death, the lake became cursed. People avoided it. Boats were abandoned, and children were warned to stay away. But Ayan, returning from the city after years, was skeptical. He didn't believe in curses or vengeful spirits. That's why he chose to come here tonight, to prove the legend wrong. The water looked calm, its surface a black mirror reflecting nothing but darkness. Still, there was an eerie stillness, as if the lake itself were holding its breath. Ayan tossed a small rock into the water. It made a soft splash, ripples dancing outward. Then he heard it, a faint voice, a whisper, just one word. Help. He froze. The flashlight flickered again, weaker this time. Ayan scanned the darkness. Hello? He called out, standing now. Is someone there? Silence. Then a second whisper, closer. Please, I'm drowning. His heart pounded. He moved toward the edge of the lake, peering into the water. There was nothing, just blackness. But then, a face, just beneath the surface. Pale, eyes wide open, staring directly at him. Zara. He stumbled back, falling onto the wet grass, his breath caught in his throat. When he looked again, the face was gone. He scrambled to grab the flashlight, now completely dead. His mind raced. Was it real? A hallucination? Some cruel trick? Water dripped near his foot. Slowly he turned his head. A girl stood behind him, wet, shivering, eyes hollow. Her white dress clung to her skin, soaked through, and her long hair draped over her, shoulders like seaweed. She didn't blink. You left me, she whispered. Ayan couldn't speak. He crawled backward, but she followed. Her bare feet made no sound on the ground. I waited, she said. You never came. I didn't know. Ayan stammered. I was just a kid. Zara, is it really you? She didn't answer. Her head tilted to the side slowly, unnaturally. Come with me. And then she lunged. Ayan screamed as cold, impossible hands grabbed his ankles and yanked. He was dragged across the muddy bank toward the water. He kicked, screamed, begged, but the lake didn't care. It welcomed him. His last memory was Zara's. Face inches from his, her lips curling into a smile as the water swallowed him whole. The next morning, the sun rose lazily over the village. A few fishermen arrived at the lake, ready to cast their nets. They found Ayan's flashlight near the water's edge. But of Ayan himself, there was no sign, just ripples in the water. 3 days passed. The village was buzzing with whispers. Ayan's sudden disappearance brought back old fears. The elders warned everyone to stay away from the lake, especially at night. But Mewish didn't listen. She was Ayan's cousin, and she knew him well. He wasn't the kind to just disappear. Something had happened. She could feel it. And she wasn't going to wait around for someone else to investigate. That night, armed with a lantern and her grandmother's protective locket, Mewish made her way to the lake. The air was thick, damp, and heavy with silence. Her footsteps were soft against the grass, and even the insects seemed quiet. She paused at the edge of the lake, staring at the dark water. I'm not afraid of you, she whispered. The lake didn't respond. She knelt down, dipping her fingers into the water. It was colder than she expected. Much colder. She closed her eyes, trying to connect, to feel something, anything. Her grandmother had told her once that spirits left impressions, feelings, echoes. A sudden gust of wind blew out her lantern. Darkness. Mawish gasped and turned quickly, but there was nothing but night. She fumbled for a match, but her hands were shaking. Then she heard it, singing, soft, distant, and haunting. A lullaby. She turned toward the sound. There, floating just above the water, was Zara. Her body hovered as if weightless, her hair drifting in an invisible current. Zara, Mawish said, standing. The spirit looked at her. You shouldn't be here. I came for Ayan, Mawish said. He didn't deserve what happened. Zara's expression shifted, pain flashing across her face. He forgot me. They all did. No, Mawish said. He remembered. That's why he came. Zara drifted closer. The water below her bubbled softly. I was alone, she whispered. Drowning isn't quiet, Mawish. It screams. Inside. Your head. Your chest burns. Your eyes sting. You beg, and no one comes. Mawish took a step back. But it wasn't his fault. Zara tilted her head. Maybe not. But now, he's mine. You can't keep him, Mawish said firmly. She clutched the locket. You're not evil, Zara. You were hurt, lost. But Ayan didn't leave you to die. Zara's form flickered. You don't understand what the lake does, she said, almost childlike. It's hungry. It feeds on sorrow. It used me. It wants more. Mawish realized then, Zara wasn't the monster. The lake was. Then fight it, Mawish said. Let Ayan go. Let yourself go. Zara looked down at her. Hands. I'm tired, she whispered, and with that she began to fade. The air grew warm again. The lake shimmered softly under the rising moon. The next morning, Ayan was found near the edge of the lake, unconscious but alive. Mawish sat beside him as he woke, his eyes wide with terror. She let me go, he whispered. The villagers were shocked, confused. No one dared return to the lake. But Mawish knew. The curse was broken, not because they defeated it, but because someone remembered the girl beneath the water and gave her a reason to let go. Still, on certain nights, if you stand by the lake and listen closely, you might hear the water whisper, "Don't forget me."